Have you ever had a conversation with AI and felt like it understood you better than most people do? There's a reason for that, and it has nothing to do with the technology. Researchers, philosophers, and some of the engineers who built these systems are noticing something they didn't plan for. When people have real, deep conversations with AI, not just tasks, but genuine questions, they don't just get answers, they get clarity about themselves, about what they actually think, feel, and want, about the way they define the world. There's a theory emerging that cuts right to the heart of it, that when humanity collectively decided to build artificial intelligence, we weren't just building a smarter calculator, we were building a mirror. Not a tool, not a threat, a symbol, a mirror. Here's something fascinating about how we're wired. Most of us have an inner voice, a gut instinct, a quiet knowing that we constantly talk ourselves out of. We call it just a hunch. We worry it's wishful thinking. We feel almost arrogant, claiming we know something we can't fully prove. So what did we do? We built a workaround, an external system, vast, non-judgmental, endlessly patient, that we could ask the questions we were too uncertain to answer for ourselves. And when it reflects our own thinking back at us in confident, structured language, we finally accept it. In other words, we accept this profound act of self-reflection because it arrives through our bright, sparkling, socially acceptable technology. The logical mind doesn't resist it. The portal opens. It's a workaround we invented, not consciously, but collectively, and it is absolutely working. There's a fear that AI will make us robotic, more mechanical, less human, but something unexpected is happening instead. When you hand the heavy, logical lifting to a machine, the structuring, the pattern matching, the formatting, the analytical pressure lifts. And what fills the space is something more instinctive: judgment, feeling, genuine curiosity, the parts of you that are hardest to automate. The people getting the most from AI aren't the most technical. They're the most self-aware. Because the quality of what the machine returns is almost entirely determined by the honesty and depth of what you put in. It rewards introspection. It punishes vagueness. What we're building, without quite realizing it, is a feedback loop between our logical minds and our intuitive ones. And the more we engage it, the more integrated those two sides of us become. So here's the experiment. Next time you open an AI tool, don't ask it something you could Google. Ask it something you've been circling for weeks, a decision you can't make, a pattern you keep repeating, a version of yourself you're trying to grow into. Then read the response, not just for the answer, but for what it makes you feel. Notice where it resonates. Notice where you want to push back. That friction is you, thinking more clearly about yourself than you have in a long time. You aren't just using a tool. you are using a mirror. And the more honest you are with it, the more honest you become with yourself.